Okay, I didn't do one of these things in a while, but that's because I had midterm exams and stuff, so I couldn't really keep up with the recording and stuff. But they're over, and I shouldn't have any more homework. I should be able to handle this vlog. Hold on. To upload more of these vlogs and more videos, like the gaming and everything I wanted to do, like at least once a week, even if I don't necessarily have anything to tell my fans, right? I would at least upload some kind of thing, at least once a week. So, then what is this video about? Well, this video is about fear and fear of failure. So what is fear? Right? So the objective of this video is to understand fear and failure, and then to overcome it, defy it. Right? I'm going to tell you how. So what is fear? An unpleasant emotion caused by the threat of danger, pain, or harm. Being afraid of someone or something is likely that the thing is going to be dangerous, painful, or harmful. Right? Now, you're not necessarily scared. Well, you're scared about the pain and the harm that this thing or something or someone is going to cause you. That's what you're fearing. Right? What is failure? Lack of success, the neglect or omission of expected or required action or unrequired of a required action. The action or state of not function. Sounds all harsh. Right? These are not my definitions. But right? But now we understand what this fear and failure looks like, I'm going to tell you how to defy it. Right? And realize that it's not even so bad. That failure is not even so bad. Right? So what do you fear? You fear falling short of perfection. In my word video, I told you what is the definition of perfection. It is the absence of having nothing to lose. And if you have nothing to lose, you cannot fail. Right? But nobody, well, you're not, obviously if you have something to fear, you have something to lose. Right? But we're gonna get rid of that. Right? Failure doesn't mean the annihilation or disgrace or an end of an opportunity. It usually means a temporary setback, nothing more. Thinking of it like that can preserve your moral for the optimism and your zest. So this means that this act is not right for this particular time. Right? You have to be, it's right for another time. Right? So, and then you learn from the failure. Failure is seldom a disaster, but it can actually have a begin aspect. Right? So when you do fail, you enter on a process where you begin to learn how to succeed. You learn that this particular way doesn't work. Right? And you learn a different way, and you think of a different way, a possible way that could work. Many athletes didn't just whoops and just get there. Right? Keshawn Walker didn't just throw a javelin and he's suddenly first place in Olympics. I use him because I'm from Trinidad, but yeah. So he had to learn how to throw it, how to train to throw it, what angle to throw it at, how much back you must go, not just here, you gotta go more, right? what angle to throw it at in order for it to go the first distance. Right? And that had to take a lot of failure of a lot of ways for him to try in order for him to actually get it right. So you learn by failure. So they say you learn how to win by losing. With failure, we have a chance to examine our errors and to analyze what we might do differently the next time around. So if you know this way doesn't work, you won't try the same thing again. The definition of insanity is to try the same thing the same way and expect a different result. That's just madness. It's gonna end up the same way. Right? But if you try it a different way, you might go and you might end up a different way. And that way actually might work. So don't think of failure as a mistake. Think of it as the potential useful tips or experiences. So you know this way isn't gonna work. You know if you throw it that way, it's not gonna work. So you have to try a different way in order for it to get either closer or actually hit it, the target. Now there's a great thing about failure. Knowing that one has survived failure adds the armor needed during this time of risk of transition or uncertainty ahead. Now, if you don't ever, and failure builds your confidence, right? Knowing that you have survived the failure, and you're still standing, and most likely you will, right? Because, yeah, right? Then you actually build up of how much people, the confidence and respect you have for yourself, right? If think of it, facing something in the most uncertainty is, wow, this person is so strong to actually attempt to do that, right? The more often you try failures, it is more often you choke up ways that don't work. So you have more ways is to try, right, that do work, that might work, right? Now here's what you don't want to think about, right? Knowing that failure is probable or at least possible, then you probably act like if you postpone it, right? The very effort that could is successful cancels out a lot, but the very effort that tries puts you in a position for success, and it cancels out a large number of failures. Once you succeed, it cancels out every other failure. How? Right? Because once you do, that means that you don't have to learn the next way for it not to work. You already know the way that it's gonna work. So there's no chance of failure ever again. Now, a way of this as well is to get over fear, right? Is act even though meaning there's a risk of imperfection or failure. The important thing is that you act, meaning the important thing is that you learn that this way doesn't work, right? Remember, not to act flawlessly, right? You have to try and act like if an act is about the act, right? If you don't do the act, you will never know that if this really works or not. So sometimes you might have questions like this when you're dealing with fear or failure, right? Sometimes dealing with fear or failure isn't as simple as just forcing yourself to try ways. Sometimes maybe the dread of what might happen causes you to keep putting it off, the desired action, how to deal with that. But then you might not even know what you fear if you have questions like that, right? Or if you're bringing up that point, you might not even know. You have to define your fear, yeah, in order for you to know what exactly is what you're dealing with, right? Think of it like a doctor identifying a patient. He has to run a whole set of other tests in order to prescribe an actual medicine or remedy for, to cure the disease or the broken part of your body or some virus you have, right? Without running those tests, you yourself will never know what disease you have or virus, right? And then you will never be cured. And you can't let that happen, because then the disease might actually kill you. So you have to try. The result of actually not trying is even more deadly than actually trying. So it's better you try. Right? I shouldn't say more deadly, but more dreadfully. Right? What if you fail? What lessons would I have learned? You must think about the lessons you have to learn. You learn that this way doesn't work, right? And you try a different way, right? Think about what about the potential success? What about the respect you gain from others when you do try, right? It will cancel out everything, right? What about your own feelings, right? Think about the respect that you gain from yourself, right? Even when you win, lose, or draw. The fact that you actually tried, even in the face of uncertainty, adds the confidence boost that you actually need to try again, right? You have to go towards the objective that's worthwhile. Because if it's so important to you, then it is worthwhile. That's why you want to do it, right? Actually, but suppose all your probing still leaves you in uncertainty. As you had to proceed, you understand the problem and you understand your fears, but it's still there. Just because you understand it doesn't mean it's not there. It's there for sure. It's even more there in your face when you once you understand it, actually, right? But you don't just you can't just wish your fear away, right? You can't. It still exists, right? But what if it didn't exist? How would you act? That is the exact answer when it comes to dealing with fear. You act like if the fear isn't there. You try like if the fear isn't there. If there's no fear, you would try. Why would you refuse to eat? Why would you not refuse to eat a lollipop? Because the thing tastes good. Right? It's just like that. You have no fear of a lollipop. You can't do anything. So you do the task like there's no fear. Right? You're not denying its existence at all, but you're just acting like if it's not there. You're acknowledging the fear, don't worry. You know it's there, your body will know. Right? But you act like if it doesn't exist. Right? Now, people who actually think that you can get through with easy solutions, look at this. People who require any easy solution to every problem might as well resign themselves to a life of disappointment. This is exactly what it is. Right? If you think something is going to be easy, but then you're going to be disappointed when you get the result. Nothing that's ever cherished is easy. The actual process it took to get there, how hard it is how much you will cherish it. This thing will be so precious to you, you will do whatever it takes not to lose it. You'll be surprised. So that's why you have to act like if it doesn't exist. Right? Develop a self-image of a boldness. Instead of thinking of yourself as the victim and of this unbeatable enemy called fear. You have to go up there bold, like if it doesn't exist. If you never try, you don't have any way of reaching there. Just keep going through it. And once you do that, I keep going like if it will never end, right? And once it does come, you hardly even notice it. Once it does end, you will never even notice it. So you keep going, right? And even if you do fail, you won't even notice it. But it's important that you notice the lesson that you learned, though. Right? Stop avoiding the fear. Face it, and with a smile, embrace it. Right? Then you will learn the truth of it. And face it, and tell it like it is. Tell that fear like it is. Tell whatever you're postponing like it is. Understand it. And then defy it. If you think like this, it is too unpleasant, but it won't be more pleasant later on. Or easier later on. So why are you even postponing? It's not going to be less risky later on either. In fact, it might be more difficult. Think of it. If somebody who wants to run a marathon, they wait years to try, they keep getting older, and it's going to be harder for them to run. So it's better you try now, when you have the capability of doing it, right? And then try later. It's kind of like that. So just do it now and get it over with. Right? Become honest with yourself, and there's nothing hypocritical about that. So even though you've acted like if the fear doesn't exist, you're not a hypocrite for doing that. You're facing it like how it is, and you're being honest how you're doing it. A next way of actually getting over the fear of actually doing the task is to imagine yourself actually doing it. In a vivid, clear picture, your mind is, you imagine the success of it, the result, right? Get a mental image of you performing it and succeeding. Each step by step, and this could be over dramatic as how I saw, right? This hypes you up when it's over dramatic and pushes you forward, and it even motivates you. Now, even when you think about it and analyze the task, you think that you actually become even more fearful of it. But no, you have to act. It's actually, you think about succeeding. Don't analyze it. Think about succeed. Don't analyze the chances of what would happen. No. You're thinking about facing it and succeeding. That's what you're doing. That is it. Right? And when you imagine that, that gives you self-assurance and self-confidence to actually prepare and do yourself for your task. And do it for yourself for your task. Instead of actually thinking about, but even here's the next way you can also think about it too. Right? Imagine everything going wrong. Then you realize that the worst possible way of doing isn't. Imagine everything going wrong. What is the worst possible way? What is the worst impossible thing that can happen? I lose, or something. I had an example for you, and they had a good example, right? Suppose you want to learn Spanish, right? It will be a useful thing for when you work, but not essential. You keep putting off the for registering for the class, right? You analyze the reasons and procrastination and stems from fear, right? So, what is the worst that can happen? You flunk out of class, and the students bad okay because they think that you didn't try too hard, and the and the teacher ridicules you, right? But what is the actually likely thing to happen? I'm not sure I actually fail a class. I'm sure the number is few, and even if you did, right, you don't actually feel so bad that you failed. I'm pretty sure. You're like, whatever, I didn't even need it anyway. You didn't even need Spanish anyway, right? It was just something nice to learn, right? It might be useful in your job, but it wasn't necessarily what you needed, right? So what is the worst of that? What is that? You didn't lose anything, did you? Really? When you actually do try, you'll probably be able to actually get by in the Spanish class doing probably average. Teacher doesn't ridicule you because he doesn't have because you're just passing, and they don't. Other students are probably on your level too, and you can probably learn from them as well. So that is the more likely thing to happen. So instead of trying to justify this fail, right? Look for ways to unjustify it. It doesn't really exist. And besides, even how great this fail might seem, it means the greater the triumphant, the greater the hill, right? Climb the biggest hill. You're so great for climbing it, because you would be put down in some record book for climbing Mount Everest. That is it. You get respect from others and even from yourself, and you build up confidence that, hey, I could climb Mount Everest. Who else could do that? Not very few people. Not very, a lot of people could. You've probably less than 5 people that have actually done it. Right? So, think about the value of what the success is. Think about the lessons that you learned, right? And think about the worst possible thing that could happen. It's not really that bad. For instance, like the example that I gave with the lotto, right? If you try to win, if you want to win $1 million and you don't try and play a lotto, then what chance you have, right? But you pay $5 to win and withdraw your numbers, right? And then you don't win, or you lose $5. That's not much money, right? That's not much money, right? And don't tell me how old that could be all the money you have. You're watching this video, you don't already have more. You have a whole laptop, or you have a phone that I know is worth more than $5. So it's not really that bad. The failure is not really that bad. And if you do fail, right, you then realize a different way of it to work. But the actual thing of the actual failure itself is not trying. Better you try and give yourself a shot. And once you try, you have no regrets. Because they know you tried. Nobody could tell you that you didn't try. Nobody could tell you anything. You faced it in the most uncertainty and you got over it. And then you try again. And then maybe you might succeed. And then they still can't tell you nothing either. They just respect you more. So I hope I help you out with whatever thing you're dealing with. Either it's somebody that you're fearing that might hurt you, or some kind of situation. I don't know, coming out process. I don't know if it's like just, or like a test. You'll have to try a test. You have to. If you don't try, then there's no percentage. You just get 0 one time if you don't try. You have to try. Right? You have to try. And even if you're not, and you have to be prepared. If you try to for a test that you right and you realize that you fail because you didn't study, then not studying is not the way for it to work. You have to study. So try a different way, which is studying. Or start a different way with a video or something, I don't know. Right? Or maybe you're trying to, I don't know, win somebody's heart. I don't know. Right? This whole channel started because I was single. So, right? And maybe you're trying to get into some relationship, realize this way is not working. You have to try different ways, right? Try different ways. If you don't try, you have no chance at all. You have to try. So I hope this video helped you all. Share this message around with overcoming fear of failure. Right? There is supposed to be a second part for this video that either come out later tonight or tomorrow. Right? With expectations. Dealing with the expectation of failure or the expectation what you expect from other people. Right? Or from situations. Right? Or just things in general. Right? And think about what is likely to happen. Now, what is to come with this channel? I hope to keep more up to date with this channel, and please leave a like and share with this video. Leave comments, leave your suggestions. I want to know how you'll deal with this fear of whatever task you'll have. Right? Okay, so I think that is it basically for him. Bye.